There you go. It's all yours.
Hey, people! I'm in the hospital, and I don't have any way to record videos because either I'm an idiot or Jason's blocked that on his computer because he's pissed that I took it. So, there you go.
So, yesterday you checked in, and then you had, obviously, a horrible lunch. That's what you said, right?
Oh my gosh, it was the worst thing ever. I ordered cheese enchiladas, and it was tortillas wrapped in like that nacho cheese that you get from 7-Eleven.
Oh,
like that heated up cheese whiz.
Yeah.
It was horrible, and I was like, really? Because every time I called down there, a Mexican person answered. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself.
Exactly. I mean, how do you muck up a cheese enchilada, you know?
Well, yeah, especially when you're Mexican. How does that even happen? Oh, no. And then yesterday was my first treatment. They had to put a central line, or not a central line, I forget what it's called, but they put it from my inner elbow all the way to my heart.
Awesome.
So then, that way, they don't have to keep sticking me.
Right.
But then when they did steroids, I don't get the metal mouth anymore.
Oh, good.
So that was awesome, but they started the treatment so late that I didn't even finish the treatment until 3 a.m. And I was knocked out of sleep, because they give me Benadryl, I have to have a whole bunch of antibiotics, with it because my immune system is going to be nothing.
Right.
So they gave me Benadryl, and then they gave me my baclofen for my leg spasms, and I was talking like I was drunk, and I was knocked out.
Wow.
And then I woke up at 3, and there was a strange lady in my room, and she was like, "Oh, you're almost done with your treatments, and I'm going to be, taking care of that." And I was like, "Well, I feel tingling in my leg." And she was like, "Already after the first treatment?" I was like, "My legs are tingling." And she lifted up my blanket, and I have those air things they put on me while I was completely knocked out that are doing circulation on my leg.
Oh.
And I thought, I had no clue I had them on. They put them on me while I was asleep.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's a miracle. I can feel my leg. No,
what? So why couldn't they have inserted that catheter while you were sleeping?
Because of jerk faces.
No,
and they like to see me being tortured, and apparently they like to watch me while I'm in fear, and, whatever. So they did the cast just a few minutes ago, and they said that they came in and did a little ultrasound thing of my stomach.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, okay, you're completely full, you have 100, whatever, cc's or whatever, I don't know. And so they were like, okay, go to the bathroom and see how much you empty. When we came back, they were like, okay, you have 98 cc's now. They were like, you're not emptying at all, hardly. I was like, alright, awesome. So they tapped me, and it took fault. Not gonna lie.
So, yeah, I couldn't imagine that it would feel fun to have something like that stuck up in you. But, listen now, I know it's early, but when do you start feeling the effects? I mean, will it be almost immediate, or is it going to take a while, or what's the deal here?
Yeah, they said it'll probably take a while because this is basically just knocking out my immune system.
I see, okay.
And they always say, that 9 or 7, I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but certain aspects of the immune system are knocking down.
Okay.
And then almost 0, so that way it can regenerate and food itself, basically.
Right.
So I'll probably feel like that basically for like 3 months.
Wow.
And then it'll start rebuilding itself. But I don't have to wear a mask when I go out because they're going to have me on so much antibiotics and stuff, and they're going to be checking my blood every month to make sure that I don't get any of the infections. There's a whole bunch of side effects from this that people get, and of course I'll probably get one. Whatever.
Yeah.
The brain thing that we had talked about before.
Right.
Brain infection is a possibility.
Like encephalitis or something? Is that what?
I think so. It's just, I don't know, but it's a brain infection that can kill you, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. But he said that he'll be checking my blood so often, so that way if something does come out, they can, get it taken care of, ASAP, be done with it.
Right.
So I can get a rash, get ringworm on my arm. I can get...
That would be so charming.
I know. I mean, seriously, why don't I have a girlfriend with ringworm on my arm?
Oh,
but
boy.
I will not lose my hair, so
Good.
that is awesome. So I'll be able to get a haircut because this factor is out of control.
Right.
And I already got my hair dyed black.
Oh, black.
So we are ready to go as soon as I get home.
Sweet. Okay, so is that the end of day 1? Has anything happened for day 2 that I can stop and then we can restart and talk about?
Not really. I basically slept all day and got a catheter. This was day 2, got a catheter, so I just kind of put them all in together.
So they haven't given you your second treatment just yet?
No, because I got here at 10 a.m. They didn't even start the steroids until 6, and that takes like 3 hours.
Wow.
And then the transfusion takes, I don't know how many hours, but, I mean, they weren't done until 3 in the morning.
Jeez. Okay.
So, I don't know what's going to happen for this day, because they have to, I guess, stop schedule,
Right.
And so that they said 4 nights, 5 days.
Right.
Well, if so I'm thinking in the morning, I'm going to get it, be out of here.
Right.
But if they have to fix that schedule, I can't imagine that, and I am not staying longer than Tuesday. They're going to have to speed it up.
Right. Yeah, maybe they're, maybe today they'll give it to you a little bit earlier than, well, shoot, what is it there already? It's 7:15?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello! Start snapping your fingers.
Exactly.
So tell us about what the loophole is that your doctor was able to find. Can you talk about it?
Yeah. Okay. So the deal is that he was basically on autopilot. So if you order the CAMPAS, which is the treatment I'm on, and he just put it in his file, ordered CAMPAS, then his people go, the insurance people get it, and then they go and do their job.
Right.
And they call Medicare and all that stuff. Well, then they called me and was like, sorry, we're canceling everything. Medicare won't pay for it. Not a bit. And then if you go, it'll be like, you'll get a bill from $150,000 to $50,000.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that sucks. And so she said, my thing is you need to call your doctor and see what the next step is, because they won't pay for it unless I have a blood disease like leukemia, because that's what this stuff is originally for.
Okay. Right. I understand you, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, well, let me just go out and get some of that. Whatever. So I called them, then the nurse called back, and he's like, okay, we made a mistake. We are sorry. He was on autopilot, just did his job correctly, basically, but he was going to be sneaky. So basically the deal is that they admit me into the hospital as, me having an MS exacerbation.
Right.
So an MS flare-up, and then when they're in there, then the doctor comes in and goes, oh, you know what, I think she needs this CAM pass. And then they'll pay for it.
Wow. Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, it's so freaking ridiculous.
You can't go in with, with the intentions of doing it. No, you've got to go around. Ugh.
Yeah. And I even had to be kind of sneaky, like, with people that were asking me, so why are you here? And I was like, MS exacerbation.
Ugh.
You know, I couldn't even say, I'm here for CAM pass. So, yeah, because it was supposed to be a total surprise, apparently, so,
Jeez.
whatever, but, yeah, he's, very sneaky, and I like it.
Good, yeah. Well, you've got to find out all these cute little loopholes nowadays to get anything done, it seems. That's ridiculous, but, well, at least you get it done.
That's the point. My other doctor wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would not find any loopholes. It was just like, he just didn't give two craps, really. He just wanted, it looked like he was just trying to pay off his schooling bills, and that's all he cared about.
Jeez.
And this guy is like, I'll stay up all night and find a loophole,
Right.
because that's how I do it.
Because that's his mission in life, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he found that loophole, and just like with my Provigil, he was like, Medicare's not going to pay for it, but if I diagnose you with a sleeping disorder that you sleep all the time, then we'll give that to you, and that's exactly what you have. It just happens to be called MS. But they don't want it worded as MS. They want it to be reported as sleeping disorder.
Right.
So there we go.
Amazing.
I know. So we, it's well on the way, and I had my first treatment, and gonna get my second treatment tonight, and, and I'm catheterized. Fun.
Okay, we're coming up on almost 13 minutes, so I'm gonna cut this off, and so tell them your ending.
I love your guts. Hey, kisses on your face.
Okay, let me turn that off. Hang on.